Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. The question is, who are the great Forex traders? And the answer is, I want you to read a couple of books called Market Wizards and New Market Wizards, and I'll explain why. But I presume you want to know who the great Forex traders are because you want to learn from them, which is a great idea. But there are so many that it's kind of ridiculous. There's no way I could list them all. But if you read those books, which are some of the most recommended books for beginner to intermediate Forex traders, it's an interview style format, and they interview some of the people, like for example George Soros. You may have heard of him. He manages a fund called the Quantum Fund. He's one of the biggest traders in the world. They like to, the media always, when they speak of him, they always say that he is the man who broke the Bank of England, because there was a time many years ago when the UK was forced to leave something called the exchange rate mechanism, which was this thing where a lot of European currencies were trying to remain in the same kind of ranges as a preparation for the euro. And he bet against sterling. He broke the Bank of England. That's why they say that. So they had to leave this mechanism because they couldn't compete against him. He's a major speculator. Another trader, Jim Rogers, he's also interviewed in that book. And Jim Rogers, you might have heard about him a lot now because he loves to talk down the West. I think he's moved to Singapore. He has an Asian wife, and his kid is learning Mandarin. He's always talking about the fall of the West and the rise of the East and all this kind of stuff. And he gets interviewed on TV a lot, but he is also a major trader. But there are so many great Forex traders, and I couldn't even list them all. There's another guy called Marty Schwartz. I actually bought a book of his called, he's interviewed in one of those books, by the way, Market Wizards or New Market Wizards, and he wrote his own book called Pit Bull or something like that. Marty Schwartz. Check it out, it's really good. He actually goes even through his daily routine and stuff like that, and some of the methodology behind his trading. So if you're looking to learn from him, that is a really good book, because that is kind of the whole purpose of his book. It's semi-autobiographical too, but really he's trying to teach you about what he does. So that's a really good book. There's a lot of guys out there. You know what? If you go to Google and just type in George Soros, Jim Rogers, Marty Schwartz in one line, and press enter or click the button, you'll actually end up with an even bigger list of more traders to check out. So I hope that you can find more, you can learn more, because if that's what you're looking to do, you're actually on the right track, looking to learn from the experts. But the important thing is, everybody, even all these big, major, great Forex traders, they all have their own individual style. So what you don't want to do is, you don't want to try and replicate any one trader's style in particular to the T. What you want to do is learn from them, come up with your own strategy, come up with what you feel comfortable with, what fits you, what allows you to make logical decisions and not have your emotions come into it. Because if you don't eventually develop your own style, then you'll struggle to make somebody else's style work for you. It just doesn't work that way. It's the same. It's like trying to use two different tactics. Okay, say you got a couple of what I call football teams, soccer. You have two different teams. You can't use the same tactics for both teams. It just doesn't work. One will fit one team and one will fit the other. And that's what you want. You want to eventually devise your own strategy that fits you like a glove, but you can obviously learn from others too. So I hope you found this video useful. Listen, before I go, I just want to tell you, for best results, if you want to become that kind of really good trader who just uses logic, who doesn't use emotions, who can consistently, reliably make profits, and who becomes better and better year by year, then I want to recommend below. There is a link I've put down there in the description box. It's an incredible resource. It's written by, it's a site that's been created by a guy called Vladimir. He's a big trader, and hundreds, maybe even thousands of traders have benefited from what is on his site there. So have a look at it. He uses a kind of hybrid system that is adaptable and flexible for anyone's needs. The whole idea is that you can take his system and you can kind of mold it to your own needs as well. A bit like the glove fitting a hand analogy that I was making earlier. So have a look at that site. It's really, really good. I really recommend it. You're gonna find it incredibly useful. And I'll see you soon in my next video. Take care.